Hello everybody, I'm Jessicat, and welcome back to the Mountain Queen Worlds for another episode of Uncut Ramblings. As you can see, I'm still in the same spot that I stopped playing last episode when I was branch mining and talking to Weedud for an episode about Welcome to Night Vale and also music. And today's mission, is going to be to head back to the base, drop off all the materials, and then go exploring and try to find some of the new features that were added in 1.15.1. Well, we're gonna go try to find some bees, is what I'm saying. And also, I'd love to find a village. I just have not found a village yet, and I really want a village because I want to take advantage of those new 1.14 features that I just have not had access to in this world yet. So, we're going to go out and look for those two things, which means we should probably take a bed and something else. I brought a bed here, and apparently threw away some redstone. Is there any way I can pick that up? Honestly, I don't see an easy way unless the coal is completely perfectly craftable, which it is not, so that's sad. Is there anything else we could craft up? I mean, the diamonds aren't divisible by 9. Iron, yeah, none of this is divisible by 9. Yeah, we can't really craft anything up. It's fine. We'll leave 2 redstone on the floor. I almost never use redstone anyway. Is that 2 redstone? Hang on. How much andesite do I have here? It is literally 2 redstone. Oh, and I have a whole bunch of blocks of redstone in my inventory. I didn't notice that. I should have noticed that, but I didn't. Okay, wait. Oh, I think I just ran the wrong direction. Whoops. Is there anything valuable over here that I missed? Yeah, I think I was trying to climb up there, and then I realized I didn't have enough space in my inventory or something. I'm not sure. Wait, how did I get in here? I'm sorry, I'm very confused now all of a sudden. And I haven't even told you what this episode is about. Okay. So today's episode of Uncut Ramblings is going to be me rambling about all things skepticism. And I guess, skepticism isn't necessarily the best thing to call it. But I feel like it's the most accurate way of framing what I want to talk about today, and to start this episode off, I want to tell a story. And it's a story that has made a big difference in my life, and it seems pretty funny to me that it all starts right here on YouTube. The same platform that you are currently watching this video on, unless you somehow downloaded it and are watching it in a downloaded version, or are you ported it to some other website. Anyway, you're most likely watching this on YouTube, and it all started right here. So if you're watching this video, you're probably fairly familiar with the Minecraft community on YouTube, which means you may have heard of a certain YouTuber called Assumevoid, or Assumevoid for short. It's spelled Xisuma and then Void. If you want to look up his channel, I would highly recommend it, because I became obsessed with this guy. I'm gonna say I became obsessed with this guy and his videos, and I really, really enjoyed them a while back, and I still really, really enjoy them. I still watch him a lot, and I still really, really enjoy his videos. He's a great guy. He's really smart and just really nice. Just a wonderful, wonderful man. And he's part of the Hermitcraft community, in case you've heard of that. He's part of the hermits who play on the server. So there's that. And I started watching him. I had basically just become a part of the YouTube Minecraft community. That is, I had just started watching Minecraft on YouTube. I had definitely not started making videos yet. And I eventually figured out that he did live streams, and I started watching his live stream replays. And it's in his live streams that I finally heard about the fact that he writes a music blog. And it's not a really big thing or anything. It's just a place where he stores all his thoughts about the albums he's listening to. And so I was like, ooh, a music blog. That sounds cool. That sounds like something I want to read. So I headed over there because I was obsessed with all things Assumevoid, and I was like, ooh, this is cool. It's a music blog. It's what he's listening to. What is he listening to? And then I saw all these really positive reviews about, of all things, metal albums. And I was like, metal? What even is metal? I mean, I barely knew about it, but I knew it was the genre that has all the really loud guitars and all the angry people, and I was like, that sounds a bit weird, and so I went and looked up one of the albums, and it was weird. And I was like, what is this guy listening to, and why is he listening to it? There's no way he enjoys this. It's got to be like some sort of joke, right? And I looked through more of the blog, and it was all the same, and it wasn't all the same. To be fair, he listens to a whole lot of stuff other than metal, but I kept coming back to the metal albums, going, okay, this the other stuff I can kind of understand, but this, why is he listening to this? It doesn't make any sense because, I had just been exposed to Assumevoid as this wholesome, friendly Minecraft creator, this really, really nice guy, and so to hear him listening or know that he was listening to all these screamy voices and scary things and really like angry lyrics and all this crazy stuff that I barely even knew existed, it was a very, very odd experience to say the least. And it kind of scared me, to be honest. I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't know what to make of it. So, it really surprised me, and it surprised me to the point where I was like, I need to understand this. I need to know why he does this, because, before I had kind of dismissed anyone who liked to listen to metal as kind of just like, insane is too strong of a word, but just not quite in their right mind, And to see someone who I not only highly respected, but thought of as one of the most sane people I knew of, was just crazy, and I didn't get it. So, oh, is that distributing coal into both of these? I guess it is. I think they always do that, and I just didn't notice until now. Sorry, getting off track. But, so I was just very, very confused, and it didn't make sense, and I wanted it to make sense. I really, really wanted it to make sense. So I went, okay, well, let's find out. Let's find out what this is all about. And I did. I tried my darndest to figure it out. And I spent several months just listening to metal, going, what the heck is this? I hate it, and just forcing myself to listen to it. And as the weeks went on, I was still going, what the heck is this? I hate it, and really not enjoying it, but I kept listening to it because I had to understand. It was just this riddle that I wanted to understand so desperately. And finally, it just very slowly started to make sense. There was no big revelation moment. There was no aha, eureka moment. It was just slowly I kind of started to maybe get it. And there was, I mean, to be honest, there was a moment. I listened to the album Handmade Cities by Pliny, Plini. Go look it up if you want. It's a great album. And it was much softer and much less aggressive. A lot, like it can barely be called metal. But it was classified as metal on his blog, and I listened to that, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere that I can maybe appreciate. And that was it. That was my introduction to metal, was some random YouTuber's music blog, and it showed me a lot that I didn't understand. So fast forward to about 4 years later now. No, not 4 years. No, sorry. 3 years, I guess? Wow, has it really been that long? It's been a while now, I guess. Yeah, it's been a couple of years, a few years, and I'm a metalhead. I listen to... I don't exclusively listen to metal. I will say that. I don't only listen to metal. And I listen to a ton of stuff. I think I'm going to... No, I don't want to break that bed. I guess I'll make another bed? This seems like a dumb idea, but I guess I'll do it. I'll make another bed. Sure. With the 3 white wool I have remaining. So, yes, I listen almost exclusively to metal now. And it's all because I listened to it, and I listened to that one album that, like, kind of made sense to me, and then slowly it just made more and more sense to me as I went. And so eventually I just, I really got into it, and now I'm a metalhead, and I listen to all sorts of crazy stuff that my past self would never have believed I listened to. But here's what I learned from that. I want to talk about what I learned from that. I learned mainly that I need to keep an open mind. And you know, I always knew that on principle, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you can't just like lock your mind off to possibility, otherwise you're never gonna like get any smarter. Okay, you can't do that, but people do. I guarantee you people do. I was completely, if anybody had told me, "Hey, you should listen to this stuff, you're going to really like it." I would have been like, "No way. You're crazy. Like leave me alone. You clearly don't know what I would like and you clearly don't have good taste. Leave me alone." But since it was a man I respected, funnily enough, even though it was a YouTuber, you know, YouTubers can have a big impact on you. I fully believe that, and I think that it is perfectly fine and even great to, you know, have that one-sided relationship as long as you realize that it's one-sided. But that's a whole different topic, and maybe I'll talk about that at some point, but that is not the topic of today's video. You know, because it was a man I respected and a man that I never would have expected this from, I just really needed to figure it out, and because it was a man I respected, I was open a little bit, just the tiniest sliver, to the possibility that this might actually make sense as a thing to listen to, instead of just writing it off as, okay, this guy is crazy. And so it taught me that, yes, actually, open-mindedness has its benefits. I mean, metal is one of the greatest things I have ever discovered. That is not an exaggeration by any means. It is the truth, complete truth, because if I hadn't discovered metal, there would be so many things. I mean, music, it just opened the world of music to me in a way that I had no idea could be done. I mean, I listened to music already, but not, it didn't give me the kind of feeling that metal does. It's incredible what metal can do to me. But you know, it was an amazing discovery, and I it was I you know even now I don't really know how to describe how odd I am that I found that and how happy I feel that I did. So yeah, it taught me that open-mindedness is important, but it also taught me to be, and this is related, it taught me to be skeptical about things. Specifically, it taught me to be, you know, skeptical about everything, I guess. It taught me to be skeptical about my assumptions, but not only my assumptions, the assumptions of basically everyone. Basically, it taught me slowly that everything I hear, everything I think I know, I should wonder about. Because if I don't wonder about it, then I might end up believing a lie, and I don't want to believe a lie. So, you know, I believed for a long time that anyone who likes metal was not in their right mind, and then I found out that actually people who like metal are really sane. They might not look like it from the outside because it's not exactly a message that society pushes to say that like people who like metal are perfectly sane and actually cool, and they're cool people, but and they just like something that they think is really fun, and that I now think is really fun. You know, society doesn't really tell us that, or at least it didn't tell me. And so now I know that I can't. And again, I knew this in theory, but I didn't know it in practice really. So now I know that I can't just go assuming that I know best, and I can't just go assuming that anyone else really knows best either. Well, it looks like somebody's been to this ship already. Oh yeah, in fact, there are dark logs floating around the place. I wonder if all the chests have been looted. I'm gonna check it anyway. I can rest in this for a second. Whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Okay, this chest has been looted unless it's still loading. No, it's not still loading. Okay. Oh, I'm wearing my turtle helmet. I didn't even know that. It goes to show how much I'm paying attention, huh? Alright. So, what about, where are the other chests? Where would those be? I should probably eat so that if I start taking water damage, I don't immediately die. Alright, let's see. There's this one. Whoa, somebody left a lot of stuff in here. I'll take the coal, I guess. Is the paper useful to me? No, I have sugarcane, and the potatoes aren't useful to me either. I have potatoes at home. Okay. Where would the last chest be? It's gonna be down there, right? Yeah, okay, it looks like that's been raided too, but I'll check just in case. Oh, hi, dolphin. You're in a funky place. Can you mind letting me through? No, that dolphin does not want to let me through. Okay. Can I get in some other way? I just don't want to hit it. Wait, did somebody break the chest in here, or is there just not a chest in here? Either way, it's a bit strange, because they didn't break the other two, but okay. I mean, is there anywhere else a chest might be? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, I'm now skeptical about a lot of things, right? And it seems so strange to say that that's how I learned it, but it is. And it feels kind of bad, honestly, to, like, admit that, but it's so true. Like, you know, I learned to be skeptical from a man's music blog. Go figure, right? I mean, it's crazy, but it's true. I wasn't really, I was kind of, I guess, accepting my assumptions, not really aware that I had made assumptions. I mean, kind of, but not really, you know? I wasn't, this made it crystal clear and starkly real, and now I question things. Now I question things because questioning things led me to one of the most amazing discoveries of my life, and I want to make more amazing discoveries like that. And so I will question everything. And it's been so useful to me in every area because now, so for example, politics. Let's talk politics. The two things that you never want to talk about are religion and politics, but I'm going to talk politics here. Anytime anyone I'm having a political discussion with makes a claim, I don't always say it out loud because I don't want to offend them or bother them or, you know, sometimes it's just not productive. But I'm always thinking, always, every time, thinking, okay, maybe this is true, but it could also not be true. Do I have a way to fact check this? I should probably go fact check this. Does it make sense versus what I know is true for sure? And I'm always trying to question my assumptions, every single one. And, ooh, that's a desert well, the most useless, rare thing you'll ever find in Minecraft, right here. Unless somebody built it, in which case that's cool. But I don't know if anyone's been out this far. Yep, desert well. Alright. I don't know. Oh, I haven't been to a desert. Ooh, I need cacti. I need cactus. I don't have a single cactus. And I need it. Oh yes, cactus! Yes! Yeah. Heck yeah, okay. So, skepticism is like that is important because you don't, whenever somebody tells you something, you don't really know if they're telling the truth, and I don't say that like, assume everyone's a liar. I say that like, assume everyone has been exposed to sources that have bias, unconscious or not. Like, unconscious bias is a totally real thing. There's all sorts of types of bias. Confirmation bias can be an unconscious thing. I don't know if you've heard oh, that's the biome blend being weird. I turned biome blend off, so everything looks very strange now. I should probably turn it back off, but back on. But for now, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. But confirmation bias is a thing. It's where you assume that you are. It's where. How do I explain confirmation bias? It's where you only listen to things that support your opinion and you block out everything else because you just automatically assume that everything else is wrong. And it makes sense. If you believe something is true, you're going to block out what you believe is wrong. But the thing is that doesn't, in practice, work for determining the truth. It really doesn't. Is that a boat down there? Is that a ship? Doesn't look like a ship. Looks like something weird. Can I get some ice again before I fall into the water? Great. So, you know, there's confirmation bias as one example of bias that people can have, and people will be biased, and so you have to keep that in mind whenever somebody tells you something. They're gonna have taken in the information that supports what they think, and they're going to be, okay, is that dirt? No, that's not dirt. Okay, this is a weird ship right here. And they're not necessarily going to be telling you the truth, even though what they are telling you is most likely exactly what they think is the truth. They don't necessarily know. They don't necessarily know what the truth is. So anything that anybody tells you, you should always go, okay, but where might this person be biased, and how can I make sure that they're not? Are there no chests in here? Is this just a chestless boat? That would be sad. Is there any way to check? I can't even tell what side of it I'm exploring. That's really confusing. So yeah, it taught me to question everything, because questioning everything leads to beautiful things. And as it turns out, I was wrong about one thing, so, you know, I could be wrong about everything. It really just taught me that I don't really know anything. I can't know anything. That's another thing I could talk about in an Uncut Ramblings episode, is the fact that nobody really knows anything, so we should all really just be a heck of a lot less arrogant. But we're not. We're all very arrogant, and it irritates me, to be honest. I should probably sleep so the phantoms can't get to me. But honestly, I think that's it. Oh, I don't want my... I mean, I'm not sleeping for the respawn point. In fact, that's not great. I wish they had, like, a sleeping bag or something that allowed you to sleep without resetting your spawn point. And also, it doesn't seem like... Oh, wait, there's a ladder there, isn't there? Was that a ladder? I don't know, actually. No, it was not a ladder. Anything down here? Yeah, no, it seems like this is just a sad chestless boat. Wow, okay. I guess just a sad chestless boat. Okay, let's go on. So, yeah, where was I? Is there anything else to say? I'm sorry, forgive me while I collect my thoughts and ramble aimlessly in more ways than one. Oh, those trees looked cool off in the distance. They looked like some sort of temple or something for a second. That was neat. I liked that very much. Look at that tree right there. I think I've entered one of those, like, super rare birch variants where, like, everything is just super tall. Yeah, look, I definitely have. All the trees are just ridiculously tall. That's funny. That's cool. I like it. But yeah, so what I would urge you to do is, oh, there's a creeper here. If there's a creeper here, well, either it spawned from very far away, which I doubt, or more likely, somebody's definitely been here. Look, there's a base here. I think I've traveled to this base before along the rails, and now I've just walked there instead, which is not very productive because it means that all the cool resources around here have already been taken, which could actually explain why there were no chests in that shipwreck we were exploring earlier. That would make a lot of sense, actually. But I wonder if there's a village around here, because just because all the resources have been taken doesn't mean there isn't a village. Now, what it does mean is we're not going to find any 1.15 terrain and therefore not any bees, which is sad, but we could still find good stuff. Why are there so many creepers around here? Whoever this person is, they're not killing the creepers, and that's annoying. But then again, I'm also avoiding the creepers, so that's fair. And, you know, they're not here anymore, so... Even if I blow up their land, they're not going to care. They can't. They're never going to see this again, this world. Nobody plays on this. Again, it used to be multiplayer, now it's a single-player world. So yes, I would just urge anyone to be skeptical of everything, because you can't really be certain of anything. If somebody tells you that climate change is a hoax, question that. If somebody tells you that climate change exists, question that too. But if you really look into the evidence, as I have, I think you'll most likely conclude. And again, it depends on what evidence you find. This is really weird. Is this a normal color? Oh, I guess it's desert. Yes, it's desert sand. It's desert grass. Yeah. It looks weird on my screen, especially, I think, because I have a blue light filter on. Anyway, yeah, I would encourage anyone to be skeptical about things. But if you examine the evidence on climate change, as I have, and with that, this is a big one. We can tackle this later. We can tackle it some other time. But you'll probably find that it's confirmed beyond reasonable doubt, and anyone who tells you otherwise is working with cherry-picked facts and is not trying to find the truth. They're trying to justify a non-truth, and they're doing that by obscuring facts. So unfortunately, no, climate change is not a hoax, you know. And of course, I could be completely wrong, and I would love it if I was completely wrong. I would love it if climate change was a hoax, but the reality is I'm genuinely completely convinced that it is very, very real. But if somebody tries to convince you that vaccines are bad for you, you should question that. You should question everything. Just question everything. Find out for yourself what the facts are. Don't believe what people say, even if it supports what you want to believe. Don't just take their word for it, is what I would say. Because you might just find out that not only are you wrong, but you're wrong about something very important, and not only that, but you might just end up being very, very happy that you found out what the truth is. And so that is my rant about the value of skepticism and what listening to a random YouTuber on the internet, or rather believing, I guess, or being willing to trust a random YouTuber on the internet brought me. I hope you have enjoyed this week's episode of Uncut Ramblings and my wanderings through the world, although I haven't discovered anything unexplored, so nothing interesting, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. And I will probably continue exploring in the next episode. Where am I? Okay, so I'm just like thousands of blocks away in one direction. Well, that's one way of getting places and finding new things. Walking around without the biome blend off is really disconcerting. I should turn it back on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. If I could talk properly, that would be nice. And I will... okay, so this forest is rendering in very slowly, and I've heard that bee nests generate under oak trees. So, with both of those things combined, I'm going to infer that I could be generating new terrain right now, and that I might actually find a bee's nest, which would be very cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off and maybe just like leave that for next episode. I didn't see any bee's nest in that forest, but maybe if I cross this plane there will be another forest that's also been ungenerated. That would be neat. That was disappointing and anticlimactic, but we can cross this ocean and see where we end up. Is that a shipwreck? I think it is. I do believe it is a shipwreck. Should we explore one last shipwreck before I go? I think that sounds like a good idea. There might be drowns down here, especially if it hasn't been generated before, but let's give it a shot, shall we? I saw light down there too, but I think it's a ravine. I don't think it's something we want to go to, is what I'm saying. Alright, so I'm gonna head up for air real quick, and then head down. Whee! I hope you can see alright. It's pretty dark on my screen too. Breaking this gravel by fist is not gonna work very well. Okay, what even is there? There's usually a door here, but there's no door this time. Which is not great, honestly. I'm gonna eat some fish, just to help myself heal. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's something interesting down there, but I think it's just the fog from, things not generated. Okay, so let's go down there. But yeah, it's very dark on my screen too, just in case you're wondering. Okay. Chest. Oh, TNT, not bad. Leather pants with protection 4. If I ever need, like, garbage armor or something. A suspicious stew. 2 suspicious stews. Okay. That's, like, not terrible, considering that was the junk chest. I'm okay with that, honestly. And then, yeah, there's something lit up down there. What is it? Oh, it's a drowned thing. Okay. Maybe I'll explore that. I don't know. I want to finish the shipwreck first. Sorry. Well, yeah. Oh, there's a drowned. Hi, fella. Do I have I don't have my sword? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, hello, fella. Yes, okay, I see you, darn it. I don't want to be trapped, like, hemmed in by this guy later, so I'm just gonna try to kill him now. That dark shape behind him keeps freaking me out. I keep thinking that's drowned. Okay, well, he's not really coming toward me, so maybe I'll just assume that I'm safe. Okay, the other chests, quickly. So I think that's the one I got already, right? Yes, okay. So now I have to dig through this, huh? That's what it seems like. Is there a faster way? Yeah, it looks like I can swim through that gap there. Okay, let's try that. Where's the drowned? He's over there, and he doesn't seem to be paying any attention to me, so that's good. Okay. Gap. Where's the gap? There's the gap. Why don't I just break the gravel? With my pickaxe, yes, I know. I'm doing great here. That's a half a block gap. I can't swim through that. Okay. I'm sorry about this. The video was supposed to end, I realize that, but I want the loot from the boat, and I'm afraid I might forget that the boat was here if I come back to it later. So for now, we're making the video a bit longer, and if you can tune out if you want. I think I've said all I'm gonna say that's relevant for this video, so, you know, if you were just here for the ramblings, then go right ahead and tune out. I don't mind at all. But, if you want to... There's the chest. That was the jackpot. Yeah, that's one heck of a jackpot. Oh, I'm gonna drown, I'm gonna drown, I'm gonna drown. No, no, no. I can't drown here. No, I can't drown here. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I need to go back down and get the rest of the stuff, though. And I'm going to have less saturation this time. But I know where the chest is, and I know how to get into it. So hopefully... Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the jackpot. Yeah, this was totally worth it. See? Aren't you glad you stayed till the end of the video? Maybe I'm not. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm just talking to myself right now. But I think there are people who will be loyal and stay till the end of the video. Don't you? I don't know. We'll see. Let me know if you stayed till the end of the video, and I will. I appreciate that, by the way, if you did. Is there anything else down here? I don't see anything, honestly. Okay, the drowned has seen me, I believe, but he doesn't seem to be getting too close for now. Now what's weird is that it looks like there should be something around here, but... Oh. This is a safe spot. How interesting. And what's in here? Is my pickaxe okay, by the way? Yeah, that's the fortunate one. I can repair that one, so it's fine. Hey, there's a chest. I found the last chest. Oh, buried treasure map. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Then I think I found... Oh yeah, this was the door. Okay, great. So, yeah, I think I've just found all the chests, which is great. And now I think time to get out of here. Well, I could explore the drowned thing, and I might do that. Oh, shoot. The closest land is over there. Let's wander in that direction, huh? Yeah, let's hope we don't get attacked by trident-throwing drowns, because I'm not sure I could kill them. Although, do I have my special bow? Probably. So I could probably use that. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna end it here. It's been way too long. So, we're just gonna hope that wasn't a creeper. Why did I think that was a creeper? We're just gonna hope that the monsters don't get us, and sleep. It's day. Probably safe to do my outro. Right, especially if you skip to the very end. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. And I hope you have a wonderful New Year, and if you're celebrating it, have fun with that. And I will see you all next decade. Bye!